statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation for when you don't. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Thanks for tuning in today. I can't find a better place to be than right here with you, and I'm glad you're there, and I'm real glad to be here. And today, I want to start off right away, and mention and welcome KRMS 1150 AM, and it's also heard on 97.5 FM and 104.9 FM. And where that would be in Missouri, Osage, I believe that's how you pronounce it, Missouri. And we're making our way into the Midwest, where, we're in Bozeman, Rapid City, South Dakota. Now we're in Osage, Missouri, and we would like to welcome you to Let's Talk Nutrition. And Dennis Klotzer is the general manager for KRMS, and he makes that possible for all those folks to hear that radio station. So, I want to thank Dennis for including Let's Talk Nutrition in its programming. And for you folks, for you listeners, and by the way, you can be a viewer of the show too. If you go to letstalknutrition.com, the shows are on demand there, the videos. You'll come to know that this show is about educating people to make better and healthier life choices, dietary choices. It's an evidence-based show. You'll hear me reference scientific studies all the time, and try to make you feel comfortable in what might be recommended by some expert that comes onto the show, doctor, all kinds of different health experts of one sort or another, researchers, and, of course, then myself. I mean, anybody can give an opinion, but is that opinion supported with any evidence? And that's what we try to do around here. And you'll come to see that. And the show is dedicated to the audience. It's always about the listener or the viewer of the show. Always. Everything we do everything I do for this show in terms of its production is for the listener. It's not about me. It's always about the listener. And so you'll come to see that. We've been on the air now 10 years, and we're coast to coast. And I'm real, a lot of people say, "Gee, you're in the Midwest. Why were you in the Midwest?" Nobody in the Midwest, really. In fact, we're targeting the Midwest. We want to be in the Midwest. We want to be in that part of the country. We find is that people who listen to radio there are really dedicated listeners. And so we're dialed into that, and we want to be dialed into them. And we appreciate being on KRMS, 1150 AM, 97.5 FM, and 104.9 FM. covering the Ozarks there, for sure. So welcome to the show. And my producers are here today. Stephen, as always, and Josh is here. You'll hear me talk, for those new stations, you'll hear me talk to my producers all the time, get their take on things. And you'll hear me talk to listeners, too. So I'm a big fan of dialogue. Monologue is okay, but I think dialogue is far more interesting. Michael Murray, Dr. Murray, will be along a little later in the show. Dr. Murray has been on my show for nearly 10 years, and Michael Murray, is one of the well-known, noted, respected naturopathic physicians in the United States. And he always has something interesting to talk about. And again, he has the same approach I do, and he's very evidence-based. You know, he references the studies, the studies to support whatever he's claiming. That keeps things, honest. And of course, then you have opinions. Sometimes there is no study to support a belief that you may have, and that's fine. But for the most part, a show shouldn't be constituted of just that. And for the new listeners of the show, I open the show with usually a monologue where I refer to and talk about stories and studies that are trending in the news. Most of them will have direct application to a person's life in one form or another, one way or another. Sometimes they're just darn right interesting, I would think, I hope, and they just provoke curiosity or they provide insight. And you hear me talk about not only the health of humans, but you hear me talk a lot about the health of this planet. And why? Because our health, each and every one of us, is inextricably and intimately tied to the health of this planet. And I keep reporting on it and hopefully raise our consciousness about how we need to do better in taking care of this planet. There was a story trending this morning that deals with alcohol consumption, and this story is particularly relevant to women or for women. And there has been an established link between alcohol and cancer. I mean, there is a body of work and a body of science that shows that. And I'm trying to find something from my producer to send to him so that he can have the links. And while you're watching the show, he will be able to show you the press release, or he'll show you the actual study, depending on what we have. I'm sending that to you now, Josh. But he has it up already. He found it. And this particular study was kind of really a big study. It involved 300,000 female volunteers who participated in a European investigation of the link between alcohol and cancer generally, but alcohol and breast cancer. And it was a study that, again, has contributed to this body of work, and the study confirmed that alcohol increases the chances of a woman developing breast cancer. In fact, and I'll quote them, this risk quadruples with the intake of each daily glass of wine or beer, close quote. And my producer, if you're watching, just highlighted that passage from the press release. That's pretty stunning. Quadruple the risk of of breast cancer from drinking alcohol quadruples with the intake of each daily glass of wine or beer. I'm just saying, I'm not telling people not to drink alcohol. Come on. I mean, the government tried that a long time ago. That was called prohibition. That didn't work out so well.
It's the when and where.
Yeah.
When and where.
And how much.
Yeah.
And how much. And in fact, there is a body of work too that would suggest that alcohol, up to a certain extent, is good for cardiovascular health. But some researchers argue that that benefit gets wiped out because of its risk for cancer. I'll be back. We'll talk some more. I have other studies to tell you about.
At Canavest, we believe that the future of hemp is unlimited, and through innovative and responsible application and science, we will enhance the prosperity and well-being of our customers, employees, and communities. As pioneers, our long-term goal at Canavest is to locate hemp seed processing mills near to our future family of hemp farmers. These local factories will convert hemp seed into nutritious oil, protein powders, bread flour, and hemp meal. Canavest supports local efforts and believes that sustainability starts locally. Canavest was named one of the Nutritional Outlook's Best of 2014, and we are committed to pioneering the hemp revolution as the world's leading producer of quality hemp-derived CBD products. Resistance to change is in great part the result of trying to do today's job with yesterday's tools and with yesterday's concepts. The hemp revolution is here, and it's up to all of us to change perception and to impact policy. Will you join us in this movement? Learn more about the education and science behind Canavest at canavest.com.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymedica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymedica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Canavest, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by Dad. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
I had to put my oatmeal away. I can't eat that on the air. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. And there's a story trending this morning, too. And you hear me talk about, I reference blood pressure all the time. Why? Because it's insidious. It does so much damage and contributes to heart disease in a big way. And this particular study that was trending comes out of Northwestern University, and they're talking about patients, and there's probably many that are listening or watching the show right now that are on antihypertensive medications. And it's if that's the last resort and you can't get your blood pressure down, you've tried every natural therapy you can think of, including aerobic exercise, and you changed your diet and the blood pressure's still off the charts. I mean, the next step is the medications. Even though you are, and once you're on those meds, you should take them. But know this, and this is what they reported in the study. When you take those medications, you're still at a greater risk of cardiovascular disease despite controlling your numbers, especially if you had hypertension for a good while and some damage was done to the arteries. This new study, they said, sought to try to figure out whether effective treatment of hypertension could lower the risk of cardiovascular disease to that observed in people who have always had the ideal blood pressure levels. And they comment that treating, and I'll quote them, out-of-control blood pressure with antihypertensive medication can greatly reduce your risk for heart attack, stroke, and heart failure. But, they said, the current approach to treatment can't undo all of the previous damage or restore cardiovascular disease risk to ideal levels. This is a Northwestern Medicine study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association. They commented that the best outcomes were seen in those who always had ideal levels of blood pressure and never required medications. Those who were treated with medication and achieved ideal levels were still at roughly twice the risk of those with untreated ideal levels. And of course, they said people with untreated or uncontrolled high blood pressure were even at greater risk, close quote. High blood pressure is preventable and treatable. It's preventable by exercise and a healthy diet that I talk about incessantly on Let's Talk Nutrition. You know, fruits, vegetables, and so on. Let's go to, we have a caller, Mildred in Palm Harbor. Let me take that call. I don't like to leave listeners hanging out there. Mildred, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. How are you today?
Oh, fine, thanks. I'd like your opinion about an ad in the paper. I'll just read it quickly. It says, knee pain, can't walk, can't get up, night pain, bone on bone, arthritis, told you need a knee replacement. Want to end the pain? Interested in a non-surgical relief? No surgery, no shots, no braces, no pins. Just my hands. What do you think? He can cure all that with just his hands.
I don't know. Is he a chiropractor? What?
No, his name is Dr. Patrick Barry, Barry, MD, orthopedic surgeon and knee specialist.
Okay, so that's what he's getting at. He's a surgeon. He's a surgeon.
But he just does it with his hands, according to this article.
Well, that's what surgeons use.
But I mean, there's no other.
He's not performing. The article doesn't suggest, or the ad doesn't suggest he's doing surgery.
No.
I have no clue what he's doing. I have no clue.
He said he can cure all that above what I just said.
With just his hands.
With my hands.
Well,
I called the office there. He has a office in Tampa. He's there just part-time. His main office is in Miami.
Uh-huh.
And the person that answered the phone claims it works. So
I would, if you can find out what it is, what the therapy is.
That's what his hands.
He does non-invasive. My one of my producers, Stephen, looked him up real quickly, and Stephen said he does non-invasive surgery. Non-invasive. So there must be surgery of some sort, but it's non-invasive. That's what's implied. When you said he's a surgeon, immediately that's what surgeons use, their hands. I mean, so it must be non-invasive surgery, whatever that means. In other words, they're not opening up the knee completely, doing a knee replacement, putting in hardware and that kind.
And beyond that, there's also something talking about him manually remodeling the way the knee works, using his hands from the outside, from not going in. So he's manipulating kind of in a chiropractic type way, I would assume.
Yeah.
But again, that's just a brief synopsis from his website.
Right, remodeling. That's why I asked if he was a chiropractor too. So I don't know, Mildred, if you can find out specifically what that therapy is.
That's what she said. I called the office and she said he just uses his fingers and massages your knee,
Yeah.
And then she said you get 3 treatments. Altogether, it's $1,600 with 3 treatments. And then she said after that, if you need more, of course, it's more.
Of course.
And then she said he will instruct you with your own fingers
how to do it. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mildred. Appreciate that report.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Now Foods, our products work. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening and whatever, or watching, and whatever you may be doing. My guest is Dr. Michael Murray. I referenced him in my opening today, and as promised, he's here. He's back. Dr. Murray, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Hey, Michael. It's good morning. It's a pleasure to be with you again.
I know you have something in particular you want to talk about, but I have to ask. I gotta do this with you.
Okay.
Are you familiar with betel nut? B-E-T-E-L, betel nut?
Well, I always called it betel nut.
Betel nut, okay. All right, betel nut. I came across a story. It comes out of Gainesville, Florida, right here in our backyard. And they were talking about hundreds of millions of people around the world chew betel nut, and it produces, they said, a cheap, quick high, but it also raises the risk of addiction and oral cancer.
Yep. Yeah.
And it's published in Public Library Science 1, this study. They were talking about it. Apparently, I mean, they estimated there's somewhere between 200 million to 600 million people around the world that chew betel nut, and it's the world's fourth most used stimulant after caffeine, alcohol, and tobacco.
Yep.
I've never tried it. Have you?
No, it's a very interesting plant. It's very rich in catechins and has some health benefits. But chewing these nuts, it basically, it's a lot like it's worse than chewing tobacco. So chewing tobacco produces the high and also causes oral cancer.
Sure enough.
The betel nut is even much more irritating. Yes, I'm very familiar with it.
Mm-hmm. And it's used throughout India, parts of China, much of Southeast Asia, including Indonesia, and most of the Pacific Islands. I've never met anybody that told me that they've used that used it. I just have never met anybody. I know a little bit about it, but I was surprised as to how many people around the world will use it on a regular basis. And it's addictive. Yeah. It's addictive. Wow.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot like chewing tobacco.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's highly addictive.
Mm-hmm. By the way, how are you doing?
I'm doing fabulous. It's a busy time of year for me. It seems like a lot of my speaking engagements and travel. It's kind of in the fall between September and Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
So, not as much travel, but at the end of the year. So I've been very busy.
So when you're out there, and I know you do, I've been to a number of your talks, both at trade shows, and I've attended some of your seminars where you're doing educational types of seminars, trying to educate retailers and consumers about supplements. And I've seen you speak many times. And you've been doing this many years. When you're out there in the world talking to these people, what are some of the more common concerns that they have? The thing that they ask you about a lot and want your advice on?
Well, a lot of times I'm speaking to the choir. I'm speaking to people who are very health-minded and are looking just to experience a higher state of wellness. So, how do I enhance my immune system? How do I enhance my brain function? How can I make sure that I don't run the risk of developing heart disease or cancer or Alzheimer's disease? Those are the things that I see out and about. I think my website gives us a kind of an insight on what people seem to be most interested in these days. my website, drmurray.com, I have a free email newsletter, and we just recently submitted a questionnaire to people to fill out, and I was really happy with the high rate of response, and we gained a lot of insights on what people were interested in. But we can also get an idea what people are interested in to see where their landing pages are on the website. And but things have changed over the years. For years, the number one landing spot on my website was on stress, anxiety, depression, insomnia, those sort of issues. And nowadays, it's really surprising in some ways with all the different health conditions. The one that people are really landing on the most is immune health, and I have a health conditions section on the site, and there are over, I think, 60 different health conditions, and the one that is getting clicked on the most is low immune function. And so on these pages where I talk about different health conditions, I describe what the condition is, in this case, what is low immune function, and give them some guidelines to determine, how is your immune system functioning? Do you catch colds easily? Do you get more than 2 colds a year? Do you feel like you're always suffering from some sort of infection? Do you get frequent cold sores? These are clear signs of low immune function, and I talk about what causes low immune function, what dietary factors are important in low immune function, and then how you can help yourself by boosting your immune system. So those are some of the things that I find people seem to be interested in.
What about relative to the immune system? What about I'm surprised that they're interested in low immune function. What about autoimmune diseases where the immune system is over amplified?
Yeah, these are things like rheumatoid arthritis, multiple sclerosis, lupus, Hashimoto's, thyroiditis. These are fairly common conditions these days as well. I'm not sure, but for some reason we don't see as big a numbers going to those sites. So maybe they're getting their information elsewhere. I'm not sure, but they're certainly common out there in the marketplace for sure. Boy, I'm not sure why we don't see people seeking answers on my website for those conditions. Those are not among the most popular sites, pages on my viewed pages on my site.
When I was listening to you list some of the diseases and conditions, health conditions, and you went through a list there when you were in the beginning of your comment, the word that kept coming to my mind was curcumin. That's what kept. And I was going to say, well, it sounds to me like curcumin would be an answer to all of those, at least in part. It would be part of a protocol or a therapy. When we come back, I want to get your take on curcumin and the science of curcumin, and maybe you can, or curcumin, however you pronounce it, and you say betel, you say beetle, I say betel, who knows? And maybe we could get a little update on some of the science of curcumin. And, of course, Natural Factors makes a fabulous curcumin product called Curcumin. It's one of my all-time favorites. I take it every single day.
Are you suffering from those awful allergies? Hay fever, sneezing, watery eyes? Here's some advice you won't want to miss.
I'm a doctor, and my patients used to dread allergy season. But then I discovered A-Vogel Allergy Relief, a unique combination of natural ingredients that usually addresses every one of my patients' symptoms. And while it's clear that the vast majority of my patients benefit significantly from A-Vogel Allergy Relief, what's even more amazing is that after using it, at least half of my patients' symptoms didn't return. As a doctor, that's the kind of outcome my patients and I can appreciate.
Get doctor-recommended A-Vogel Allergy Relief for your allergy symptoms. It's proven safe, it doesn't make you drowsy, it's fast-acting, and it may even help prevent your allergies from returning. Available at vitamin discount centers, Richards, Rollin' Oats, Vitamin Shop, Nutrition Smart, and other fine health food stores.
Hi, I'm Jordan Rubin, founder and CEO of Garden of Life. Oceans 3 was created with a simple premise in mind. Develop a line of premium omega-3 fish oil formulations that met or exceeded the market leader in quality, and then go beyond omega-3 by providing amplified benefits and value to the consumer. Oceans 3 contains ultra-pure, high-potency fish oil, along with astaxanthin and fucoxanthin. Each of these ingredients, when taken individually, have superb benefits. When they are combined into the exciting compound omega-xanthin, they work synergistically to amplify their already amazing benefits. In addition to the synergy of omega-xanthin, Oceans 3 offers unrivaled purity and greater value than the leading omega-3 fish oils available today, making the Oceans 3 family of products the best choice for anyone looking to add a healthy dose of omega-3 fats and a giant dose of extraordinary health to their lives.
Is your fish oil wildly pure? New Chapter is proud to offer a whole food approach to fish oil, Whole Mega. Naturally pure 100% wild-caught salmon comes from the pristine waters of Alaska. Like extra virgin olive oil, the fresh-caught salmon for Whole Mega is pressed immediately after harvest. And that's all that's needed to deliver wild Alaskan salmon's whole complement of vital omega fatty acids. These omegas support your heart health. One serving of Whole Mega per day, 2 grams, has been clinically shown to help retain healthy triglyceride levels and to improve the omega-3 index, a studied marker of heart health. And did you know experts recommend consuming 2 to 3 servings of fish per week? So 1 week of Whole Mega delivers the omegas of 3 servings of wild Alaskan salmon. Discover the New Chapter difference, wildly pure Whole Mega. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local Fine Health food store.
Are you tired of taking vitamin pills or powders? How about gummy vitamins with high fructose, corn syrup, or coloring? Finally, you have a choice with Nature's Dynamic whole food gummy supplements and probiotics made by a dad. Imagine getting benefits of your garden in a delicious gummy supplement. Nature's Dynamics utilizes organic, plant-based vitamin and mineral sources with non-GMO, gluten, soy, and dairy-free ingredients in a delicious gummy for the whole family. Nature's Dynamics has berry garden gummies made by a dad, multivitamin, omega-3 and probiotics for kids, Body Boost joint relief, whole food bone and calcium gummy, whole food immune and vitamin C gummy, whole food omega-3 gummy, Be Beautiful hair, skin, and nails gummy, Prenatal Plus gummy, whole food probiotics for digestive support, and Body Boost energy and wellness multivitamin for him and her in a delicious, easy to digest gummy. To learn more about Nature's Dynamics or to find a retailer near you, visit naturesdynamics.com or madebyadad.com. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by a dad.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
And we're talking to Dr. Michael Murray. And Dr. Murray is a regular guest on Let's Talk Nutrition. And visit Dr. Murray's website and spell doctor out, D-O-C-T-O-R, Murray, M-U-R-R-A-Y. It's a great website. And sign up for his free newsletter. he's always got something out there. As I mentioned earlier, when I was telling you about him in the beginning of my show today, he's always relying on the science. He takes an evidence-based approach. He just doesn't have opinions. He has informed opinions. And that's a little harder to do it that way, but that's the best way to do it. And people nowadays are looking for that. They just don't want somebody to, tell them something. Why should I believe that? What do we know about that? And for example, you'll hear him, I'm going to ask him to talk about curcumin, and in particular, a product from Natural Factors called Curcumin, which I mentioned to you I take every single day. I take 5 of the capsules every day, and I'll tell you why in a moment. Dr. Murray, welcome back to the show. Do you take Curcumin every day?
Of course, and I know you do as well. Curcumin is the yellow pigment of turmeric, which is the chief ingredient in curries. They use turmeric to also color mustard. The yellow pigment is curcumin, and this phenomenal natural compound has been the subject of over now 8,000 scientific studies over the last 20 years. It's one of the most thoroughly researched natural compounds. We have a good idea of how it works in the body. It has some wondrous effects in reducing inflammation, fighting against oxidative damage, helping to prevent early aging, helping to prevent degeneration of many tissues throughout the body. It is really a wondrous compound. People need to be familiar with curcumin, and Curcumin is an advanced form of curcumin that has been shown to have the greatest bioavailability. So that's really important, because the better you absorb curcumin, the better the actions are in your body.
And Dr. Murray highlighted all the reasons, and then some, why I take the Curcumin every day. And you had commented on previous shows, Dr. Murray, that something about the chemical nature of curcumin, that it's the body has a difficult time absorbing it and getting it into the cells. So science has had to develop some like an escort or a delivery system that makes it more bioavailable. And Curcumin uses a particular approach to that, doesn't it?
Yeah. The problem with curcumin is that it forms large crystals and is not very soluble. So to counteract that, the Curcumin utilizes technology where the particle size is ground down through what's called a wet mill grinding, and then it's solubilized in vegetable gum so that it doesn't reform the large crystals. So it's suspended in a colloidal nature, and that leads to better absorption, and it's been shown to be better absorbed than any other form of curcumin out there on the market.
So just as a point, this is a little hyper-technical. Is that a physical property or a chemical property of curcumin that makes it that way?
It's more of it's really more of a physical property. It would be like, then the analogy would be like in rock salt versus finely ground salt. We wouldn't be able to absorb the rock salt. Well, the physical nature of curcumin makes it love to be in these large crystals. So by breaking down the crystals physically through a grinding process, then they become more bioavailable for our body to absorb and utilize.
Right, you changed the physical nature of it. You didn't change the chemical nature of it. So there's something about the physical property of curcumin that makes it difficult to be absorbed, not its chemical nature.
Exactly.
There you go. That's a little chemistry. But that's okay. We try to work it in in a nice way, just to let you know that we did take chemistry. So, do you remember your chemistry courses, Dr. Murray?
The one I really remember was the one in 7th grade. I had a great chemistry teacher in 7th grade. It's so funny about how certain people in our lives really stick out.
Don't they?
Teachers, a lot of my teachers really stand out. So when I think of chemistry, Mr. Morrow always pops into my
There
my
you go.
head. He was just a great guy. Now, I doubt if they teach chemistry in 7th grade now.
Oh, yes, they do. Oh, they do. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They're even earlier than that now because we're now more science oriented, and I think that's a good thing. I wish I would have had chemistry in 7th grade. Well, of course, one of my producers wanted to know if we had electricity back then too. Never mind.
I like that.
Yeah. Okay. Wise guys around here. And the Curcumin, in terms of people ask me, I'm on a limited budget. I can't take everything. So, can you recommend certain supplements where they do a lot for you? And that's always a good question. And I'm very understanding and compassionate and empathetic with people that that are on a fixed budget and they want to take their supplements. So they're always looking for a bigger supplement bang for their buck. And I always tell them about Curcumin, always, because in terms of prevention, in terms of treating conditions, it covers so many areas. It's a wonderful supplement, and it's reasonable in its price. It's not off the charts.
Yeah, the benefits that it provides make it suitable for so many different applications. I recommend it as part of your daily routine. When I've given my general recommendations on your show many times, I've said everybody should be taking a high-potency multiple vitamin and mineral formula. Everybody should be taking a good a pharmaceutical-grade fish oil product. And I think everybody should be taking some sort of broad-spectrum, plant-based antioxidant, and I think Curcumin really fits the bill as being the best choice right now for that use. So I think everybody should be taking it. It is really a godsend, and it can perform great things in our body.
And that particular product itself is being used in some research, correct?
Yeah, it's the most thoroughly researched form of curcumin.
All right. Well, we're headed in. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just trying to set it up for the next at the top of the hour. Headed into some top messages here to come back. If you could share with the listener and the viewer of the show some of the current research with Curcumin, that actual product, and that's always, people want to know about that because they're looking for the evidence. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition. My guest is Dr. Michael Murray. Come back. We'll talk some more.
view.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation for when you don't. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Welcome to the show.
Now, that's what the lady said. Welcome to the show. It's great to be with you. I'm glad that you are able to stop by today, and I'm even happier to be here. I got a couple of producers. They're always around. And Dr. Murray's waiting in the wings. He was on the first portion of the show. He's one of my favorite guests and has been a guest on this show. And I don't know if he realizes this. It'll be almost 10 years. Man, that's a long time. I don't know where the time has gone, but it's been 10 years. Honestly, pretty remarkable. And in the course of that time, the show has made its way coast to coast. We are now coast to coast. In fact, I want to welcome KRMS 1150 AM in Osage, Missouri, and 97.5 FM and 104.9 FM in that neck of the woods. That's KRMS 1150 is heard on those stations as well. And Dennis Klotzer is the general manager. Klautzer. Dennis, if I'm mispronouncing your name, I apologize. He's the general manager and want to thank him for introducing Let's Talk Nutrition into his lineup and in allowing the show to make its way into that part of the country and those in the communities that are served by KRMS 1150 AM, 97.5 FM, and 104.9 FM. We're very proud to be able to come into your neck of the broadcast woods and share with you this show and wonderful guests that we have on the show a lot of the time, guests like Dr. Michael Murray, who's one of the leading naturopathic physicians in the United States, has been for a long time, and, wonderful writer, lecturer, researcher, and a pretty good dad. That's probably the most important thing, right, Dr. Murray?
Well, thank you for saying that. That's a tough job, that's for sure.
Yeah, everything else is easy compared to that, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So we're coast to coast. No pressure, but we're coast to coast. And I got to tell you this. I didn't have a chance to tell you. We're getting letters, emails from Eastern Europe. Belarus, we got emails from Belarus. We're getting emails from the Ukraine, Dr. Murray. People listen to this show. I'm not making it up, man, because I've responded. And so we have an international audience as well, in other parts of the world as well. But recently we got emails from Belarus and emails from the Ukraine, that eastern portion of Europe. So there you go. How about that, huh?
That's great.
Isn't that something? I don't know how they find it, but they find it. And they listen regularly. And so we're delighted to be able to do that. You never know, Dr. Murray, one thing I've learned in 10 years, you never know who's listening. You just never know who's listening. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah. You go on radio shows a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
But you probably spent a lot of time on radio shows.
Yeah, but none is more enjoyable as yours.
See, you're so smooth. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. So we were talking about curcumin and the product from Natural Factors. I recommend. I was just at the website, Natural Factors website, and if you don't know who Natural Factors, that company is, believe me, in my opinion, they're one of the best supplement companies in the world, and they originate in Canada. And so they got to go through all the regulations of Canada and the United States to get their products into the marketplace. And you've been affiliated with Natural Factors quite a while now, right?
Yeah, 15 years.
Oh, been that long?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, time just flies by. The older you get, the faster it goes by. That's a scientific fact.
Wonder what's up with that, Dr. Murray.
It's just the perception. It's just the perception. And what they did was they sampled people at different ages, and they were supposed to tell the person administering the test when 3 minutes were up, and the young kids, I mean, they'd like a 10-year-old, they'd be like 30 seconds into it. 3 minutes is up, and they go, no, it's not. That's what they came up with. But what they found was, the older a person got, the longer time their perception of time became, and so someone in their 70s and 80s, they would go way past 3 minutes. Sometimes they'd forget, and sometimes they'd like 5 minutes would go by, and they'd say, okay, 3 minutes is up, and they go, okay, they write down 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's the perception of time changes as we age.
Well, what that is people trying to buy more time. Yeah. Right? Getting older. If I could only stretch it out a little longer, and it's about, when I first started doing this show, I talked a lot about longevity. And then I realized, I said, wait a minute, that's not really the primary goal. The primary goal should be quality of life. If you focus on quality of life, longevity will come. If you're just fixated on longevity, you might miss doing things for quality of life. So for me, I would rather live a shorter amount of time with quality of life than a longer time with a bunch of morbidity. I mean, I suspect you feel the same way, but both they're not mutually exclusive, are they? We can achieve longevity with quality of life, can't we?
Absolutely, and the key is that, let's face it, we're all kind of living in the now, and what people want is they want to feel better right now, not yesterday, not tomorrow. They want to feel better right now, and I think the way to do that is to focus on what you can do right now to improve your health. And if people would take it, one day at a time, they'll be able to build health for sure.
Funny you should say that business about one day at a time. People, when they ask me, say, how are you doing? I never say good, fine, or other. I say one day at a time. No, I asked you how you're doing. I said, yes, one day at a time. That's how I'm doing.
That's all right. That's perfect.
One day at a time. And in light of what you just said, I think that, there are certain things that you can't work on everything. You can't take everything. I mean, people, they're just not going to do that. But there's some things that perhaps are essential that you have to do to really achieve what you said. And that is, longevity with quality of life. And I think if you can manage the inflammation as you move deeper into the life cycle, don't you increase your odds of achieving that goal?
Absolutely. We're getting up there. You a few more years advanced than me, but I guarantee you that we do not feel or act or do things that most people do our age. I mean, we're vibrant, have lots of energy, and that's because it's not a secret. It's because we've followed certain principles for a long, long time. And I got interested in health and nutrition when I was 19 years old. It was a great blessing and really changed my life. And I've lived the benefits. I was talking to someone yesterday, and we started off talking about low immune function. This is the honest-to-God truth. In the last 22 years, I've had 2 colds. One lasted about a half day, and the other was like a summer cold, and that seemed to last like a week or more. But 2 colds in 22 years.
Pretty good.
That's great, but there's no secret on how to achieve a higher functioning immune system. You follow all the basic principles of good health and give your body the tools it needs to fight off infections.
And by the way, if you're watching the show, I'm going to hold up my supplement packet for the day. In this packet, right at the top, I don't know if you can make it out, you'll see some yellow capsules. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 of them in there this morning. That would be Curcumin in my supplement pack for today. Come back, we'll talk more about Curcumin.
Energy, energy, and more energy. Everyone needs it. But did you know you can get the energy you need quick through the powers of wild forest extracts? Wild chaga and birch bark were a secret source of energy and power for Russian athletes years ago, making them unbeatable. Now you too can experience real energy and power like you've never dreamed possible. Wild chaga is the world's top source of SOD, superoxide dismutase, that critical enzyme that blocks the aging process and keeps your cells healthy. Wild birch extract is the world's top source of betulin, a natural sterol needed by every cell of the body. And healthy cells mean a healthy you, and a more powerful one too. Chaga birch bark is also good for your heart, healthy cholesterol, and even helps build healthy arteries. No wonder it's known as the king of all herbs. So take your Chaga Charge tea with wild birch bark every day and Chaga Max capsules from North American Herb and Spice and get that maximum energy you need. Also available in liquid as Chago Power Drops. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
At Nordic Naturals, we know that a commitment to deliver the world's safest, most effective omega oils requires an exceptional process. That's why we manage every step of production, from boat to bottle. That includes sustainably sourcing wild-caught fish from well-managed fisheries. It means using state-of-the-art equipment and technology at our manufacturing plant in Arctic Norway. Nordic Naturals bottles and encapsulates our omega-3s at our own facility and carefully ships products from our eco-friendly headquarters in California. The result? Nordic Naturals products have received more than 40 awards for taste, innovation, and product excellence. You can trust the quality of Nordic Naturals products and know you're getting all the health benefits omega-3 fish oils offer. Nordic Naturals' high-quality, great-tasting omega-3s make staying healthy easier for you and your family. When choosing an omega-3 fish oil product, choose the #1 fish oil in the U.S. Choose Nordic Naturals. Available at natural product retailers or online at nordicnaturals.com.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic Aged Garlic Extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic Aged Garlic Extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit Kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Canavest, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by Dad. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. I was just here at the Natural Factors website, and I clicked on their products, and I'm just scrolling through their repertoire of supplements. It's just amazing. I'm looking at, all these different products. It's unbelievable, the number of SKUs, or as they say, or the number of products. Dr. Murray's my guest. Dr. Murray's been affiliated with Natural Factors now, he said, for 15 years, and formulates. You'll know when he's formulating something, you'll find his picture on the bottle, and sometimes products where his picture's not on the bottle. And do you know off the top of your head, Dr. Murray, how many SKUs Natural Factors has? That's probably not a good question. You may not know. I don't know.
Yeah, I do know.
I'm sorry.
We have many different divisions as far as the Natural Factors brand goes, and in all its variations. We have about 4,000 different products that we produce.
That's amazing.
Significant. Yeah, here's something that's really amazing. We have a soft gel manufacturing facility up in Kelowna, a beautiful part of the world, in British Columbia, Canada, and we make 2.4 billion capsules a year.
I've been to that facility when I was up there, and 2.4 billion capsules.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's amazing to think about.
Is the company, are the products, have they made, of course they're in Canada, that's where the company is, certainly in the United States, continental United States. What about other countries, if you know?
Yeah, well, I should also mention that we have a production facility as well in just outside of Seattle, Washington. So we do have U.S. production now as well, and we don't have production outside of North America, but our products are shipped all over the world.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going through here. And you have formulated quite a few of these products, haven't you?
Oh yeah, my title at Natural Factors is Director of Product Science and Innovation. So I've got my hands in a lot of the products. So it's a lot of fun. The great thing about our industry, many great things about our industry, for sure. But one of the things I really enjoy is that it's a dynamic field. There's always new information. I love my website. I love the ability to quickly address reports in the media. This email newsletter is a great platform to help me keep people educated, inspired on natural approaches to health and healing. You do that every day. I have the luxury of being on your show periodically, but what's fun about what we do is that it is dynamic and changing, and there's always new information, always growth in our understanding of how nature works to promote health and healing. It's just a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. It's a lot of responsibility because there are people that do depend on traditional medicine for sure, but they also turn to natural therapies, natural medicine, and dietary supplements and whatnot. And the thing about Natural Factors that I like a lot, that it's really a supplement company. It's not a marketing company masquerading as a supplement company. That's the difference. And those are the kinds of, that's part of this show. That's part of educating the listener and viewer of Let's Talk Nutrition. And I keep saying on the air, I said with a sense of humor, please don't buy your supplements where you buy your lawn and garden supplies. You know, these off-brand cheap supplements, if they're cheap, you know, and you say, gee, it's like 50, 60% cheaper, then, well, it didn't get cheap because the people selling it are magnanimous and are just being generous. It's cheap because it was made in a cheaper way more often than not. So, you know, you get what you pay for, and you pay for what you get. You may pay in a bad way. So I'm just saying, go do it the right way. Curcumin. There is some research going on with that exact product as we speak, right?
Yeah, this is the most well-researched form of curcumin on the market. There have been now 10 double-blind, placebo-controlled studies in a wide variety of different health conditions. In these studies, Curcumin's been shown to improve the health of our arteries, our heart, improve liver function, reduce inflammation, reduce after-exercise soreness and inflammation, improve the quality of life in people going through chemotherapy. So there's a lot of already very good science on Curcumin. But there are a dozen or more studies now in process for even more health conditions and even more health benefits. So there's going to be a lot of great results from these studies because this is a product that really works. One of the things that is happening in the research world is that many of these researchers have been studying curcumin for decades, and they've been frustrated because there hasn't been a commercial product that would allow them to achieve the same sort of concentrations that were shown to be effective in their test tube and animal studies. But Curcumin answers that problem, and as a result, a lot of these researchers are jumping on the Curcumin bandwagon and are now doing clinical work with this really breakthrough natural product.
877-897-8255. That's a toll-free number. I'm at the Natural Factors website. I'm looking at their homepage, and there's one of their farms, and it's just the shot is of crop growing in these rows, and there's in between is the black soil. That soil, I've been there. I've been on that farm. That soil is as dark and as rich and as deep into the earth as possible. It's unbelievable.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering. You're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Now Foods, our products work. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show, and whatever you may be doing. My guest is Dr. Michael Murray, and Dr. Murray, of course, is a regular guest on Let's Talk Nutrition. For those of you who are new to the show, you will you'll hear his voice on certain commercials that are run on the show, and he's a regular guest on LTN. and we're always delighted to have him on. I know you have to cut out of here real quick here, Dr. Murray. You have to take care of some things. But I would be remiss before you left today if I didn't ask you, beyond the biology, the physiology, the chemistry of health, wellness, and well-being, I would be remiss if I didn't ask you to comment a little bit on, and I've been to your talks, and you usually end your talk, you will say, inform the audience about other dimensions of health, and where you talk about gratitude and those kinds of things. And I've heard you mention gratitude more recently a lot. Why have you decided to do that?
Well, there's so much research on the benefits of expressing gratitude. I'm basically a medical researcher. I read information and then I try to digest it and then express it in a way that people can take advantage of. And I came across a line of research a few years ago that was really quite novel, and it was looking at the utilization of gratitude exercises, something simple as writing a note to someone that you appreciate and expressing thanks. Those simple acts were shown to result in significant improvement in mood scores, and then research looked at trying to create a hierarchy of importance in determining a person's ability to live a long, healthy, and happy life. And when they distilled down everything, diet, lifestyle, attitude, the factor that stood out the most was the ability to express appreciation and gratitude. And of course, it was an epiphany for me, but it also made me realize that every person that I knew who was long-lived, that's my polite word for very old, that I admired, respected, and wanted to be like when I got to be their age, they all shared that common characteristic. They had different personalities, but they all were easy to express gratitude. They lived with a sense of grace, and there's something about giving thanks that changes our physiology, that does something to our heart and vascular system. It does something to our brain to excite it and make it function more alive. So yes, take advantage of every opportunity that you have to say thank you and show appreciation. And I hope you feel that from me, Michael. I appreciate you not only for the great job that you do on the radio show, but also for your friendship and support over these many years. So God bless you, and thank you for having me on your show again today.
Well, thank you for your kind words, Dr. Murray. It's a privilege to have you on the show, and my sentiments are, all I can say is ditto. I feel the same way about you, and I know that you've touched many people, and with your education efforts, you've helped them. You touched their hearts. You've touched their minds. You've inspired them to make better choices and persuaded them that there are other ways to do things. And I know you've devoted your career to doing that. And I appreciate your effort. And we're always so happy to have you on the show. I know you have to go and take care of some things. So thank you so much for being on today. And we're going to look for you the next time, as we always do.
Okay, Michael. Thank you. Bye.
My pleasure. And I met. It was Dr. Michael Murray, of course, and he's a good friend, he's a good colleague, he's a good man, and works hard. I mean, he doesn't have to work this hard. Believe me, he could stop working today, and he could do just fine. But he keeps after it. I'm still at the Natural Factors website, and I was clicking on their link. It says About Us, and if you have a moment sometime, visit their website. And I encourage you to do this. Why? Because this is part of my way of trying to educate consumers about these different supplement companies. After all, if you're going to take supplements, and you should know a little bit about who is this company? What am I putting into my body? How did they make it? What are they all about? It's one thing to buy a jacket, a pair of trousers or a dress or a skirt. It's another thing to buy something and then put it into your body or apply it to your body in some topical fashion. That's a totally different purchase. And, maybe we take for granted that, or assume that all supplements are safe and all companies are the same and this and that. You should not assume that. You should not assume that. And there is a qualitative difference between and among the hundreds, if not thousands of companies that exist in the natural products industry. And Natural Factors, that's a very special company. Go read about their farms. Look at the photographs. I've been to those farms where they're growing their own organic crop of one thing or another. It's just remarkable. There are very few supplement companies that grow the crops from which they will make products. They don't grow all of, many of their products, they don't grow all of their raw materials. They have to get them from other places around the world. But a big portion, they grow. And that is very special. Believe me. This is a privately owned company. This is not a publicly held company where they have shareholders they have to try to impress and, keep telling me, oh, we're making money. They don't do that. As they say on their website, what they're interested in doing is impressing the consumer. 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK. And again, I want to remind everybody that and welcome KRMS 1150 AM in Osage, Missouri, and it's News Talk. And that is also heard on 97.5 FM and 104.9 FM. They are new to the Let's Talk Nutrition affiliates throughout the United States. We're now coast to coast, and we keep growing steadily and surely. We keep growing. We want, a bigger platform. The show has been on the air now 10 years. Come May, it'll be 11. So one show at a time, one day at a time. That's how I do it, one day at a time. I can focus on today and make do the best I can today and make every day count. And if many of you that are a little deeper into the lifespan, you know what I mean when I say make every day count. Make it count. Do something today to make your life better, make the lives of others better. We come back, I'll have the LTN health question of the day. You can win a $25 supplement gift card with the correct answer. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition, coast to coast.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Coenzyme Q10 is a powerful antioxidant nutrient. It protects against free radical damage, supports heart function, energy production, and immune response. Aging reduces our ability to absorb CoQ10 from our diet, so supplementing with a highly absorbable form of CoQ10 is the first step to ensuring optimal levels in the body. Secondly, typical CoQ10 supplements are in a ubiquinone or non-reduced form. For the body to use that type of CoQ10, it must first convert it to ubiquinol or the reduced form. QH Absorb is Gerald Formula's highly absorbable and bioavailable CoQ10 supplement. Not only is QH Absorb more absorbable than traditional CoQ10 supplements, but as ubiquinol, it's already in a reduced bioavailable form. Your body can use QH Absorb without having to do any conversion work. Ask specifically for Jarrow Formula's QH Absorb at your favorite vitamin retailer. For more information on QH Absorb, go to jarrow.com. That's JARROW for the best and highly absorbable bioavailable CoQ10 supplements.
Hi, I'm Kate. I try to eat a healthy diet, but the irony of eating healthy foods, like broccoli or beans, is that even though they're healthy for us, they can still cause occasional digestive upsets. That's why I take a Digest Smart high-potency enzyme with every meal. Digest Smart is from Renew Life, the digestive care experts. It's the first digestive enzyme certified by Izyme, the International Enzyme Testing Program. Each capsule provides a full spectrum of 25 powerful plant-based raw enzymes to break down each major food group, including carbs, fats, proteins, and fiber. Digest Smart enzymes also feature targeted delivery capsules to reach your intestines, where 90% of digestion occurs. Digest Smart promotes more complete breakdown of the foods you eat and optimizes nutrient availability. Plus, it helps ease digestive upsets and supports your overall digestive health. Now that's really smart. Digest Smart is from the makers of Ultimate Flora Probiotics, and both are available in health food stores everywhere.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray with a minute of important health news. One of my all-time favorite natural products is a special extract of licorice known as DGL. DGL is short for deglycyrrhizated licorice, but I tell my patients that it stands for darn good licorice. DGL is made by removing the compound in licorice that can raise blood pressure in some people. Double-blind clinical studies have shown DGL is quite useful in healing stomach and intestinal ulcers. In fact, in head-to-head studies, it has actually outperformed popular anti-ulcer drugs. But rather than inhibit the release of stomach acid, DGL stimulates the normal defense mechanisms that prevent ulcer formation and promote healing. Clinical studies have not only shown DGL to be extremely effective, but also that it is completely without side effects. Clearly, DGL is a better choice.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. North American Herb and Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Let's Talk Nutrition, on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you as always and have the LTN health question of the day. And I was talking with Dr. Michael Murray on the show today, and we were talking about curcumin. And curcumin is a miraculous compound. And it certainly has been used in cultures for hundreds of, maybe if not thousands of years. And the question simply is this: curcumin is a yellow pigment. And the question, I usually give a multiple choice, but today I think I'll see if you can just come up with the answer. From what is it derived? From what plant is it derived, curcumin? There you go. That's simply the question. It's a yellow pigment, and it's found in what plant? From where do they get the curcumin? I'll give you a hint. It starts with the letter T, as in Tom. 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK. From what plant is curcumin, the yellow pigment curcumin, derived? It starts with the letter T, as in Tom. 877-897-8255. Boy, it's quick. Let's go to Peoria, Illinois. Boy, you had that on speed dial, Pam. Welcome to.
Believe it.
How are you?
Great. How are you?
Good. Pretty good. It's got to be pretty good weather there now in Peoria.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. The trees are changing color. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When will the first snowfall hit?
Oh, boy. I hope it doesn't at all, but I know it will.
It's sometime after Halloween, probably? After Halloween?
Yeah, probably December if we're lucky.
Does it get cold there?
Oh, it gets real cold.
It gets real cold, for sure.
Yeah, and I'm not a fan. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Well, there's always Florida, you know.
There you go.
But the truth be told, it gets pretty hot here in the summer. I mean, it is tough. I mean,
yeah,
but
I have a family that lives there in Jacksonville area, and they talk about that all the time.
Yeah, it gets pretty hot, but you know, it's a little easier to negotiate that than that extreme cold weather.
That's right.
It's hard living. I mean, you don't realize how difficult it is to live in that cold weather. I mean,
yeah, just getting back and forth to work is a battle. So
yeah. I mean, and clothes. It takes 20 minutes to put the clothes on and take them off.
You want to change your closets out for cold, and you're lucky. Very fortunate.
Yeah, I grew up in Pittsburgh, so I'm familiar.
Oh yeah, you're familiar then.
I'm very familiar. So, what plant is the curcumin, that yellow pigment, derived from? Which plant?
Turmeric.
Turmeric. Exactly. Usually I give a multiple choice, but you got it right. $25 gift card.
Awesome.
How long have you been listening to the show in Peoria now?
Boy, I think has it been close to a year that you've been
Is that
on?
right? Been that long now?
Yeah, it's been a while. I know at least this full year here, but I don't know how early. I listen at. I enjoy it. Yeah.
We get a lot of calls from Peoria.
Yeah.
We get a lot of calls.
Enjoy it. I like the people you have on. It's really educational.
Yeah, well, that's what we try. We call it edutainment around here.
And I really like how he ended it today in regarding being grateful.
Isn't that nice?
Very nice.
Yeah, we should be grateful. I certainly am. Boy, every single day. Sometimes I think you're not grateful enough. You need to be more grateful and be thankful. You know, I know some people have a lot more, but I know a lot of people have a lot less, and all kinds of ways. So yeah, just remind ourselves that's part of being healthy too, right? Spiritual health, our spiritual health, our mental health. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for talking with me, and thank you for listening to the show, and congratulations on winning $25 supplement gift card.
Enjoy your show. Thank you so much.
We enjoy you listening. Thank you. And got a minute or two left, and you know, it's certainly there is the biology of health, no question about that. And in light of what Dr. Murray was saying about being grateful, I am a big believer in optimism, even in times when it's not so easy to be optimistic. And Lord knows, more than probably every person listening to this show, you've had to deal with some tragedy, some difficulty in life. And it's very hard in those moments, isn't it, to be optimistic. But at the end of the day, for me anyway, there's more to be gained by being optimistic about our existence and what we need to do, and try to motivate ourselves to do better. And as we move deeper, and I was this past week. I've devoted some time talking about aging. If you go to my website at letstalknutrition.com, click on show schedule. The audio is there. The video is there too, where I talked about aging in our society and that how we view the aging process will have a profound impact both on an individual level and how society views the aging process will have a profound impact on all of us, and how people who are elderly are treated and how they are viewed and how they are, how can I put it, whether or not they're going to be respected. And I think in our culture, we do okay, but I think we can do better. And how we treat the elderly, and we're all going to get there, and we're all going to get there. And I think being grateful for the people who have lived a long life and have contributed to our society is that we should be grateful for that, and hence we should respect and treat them with respect, and be able to know that when a loved one reaches a stage where you can no longer take care of them, that you could be able to send them to a nursing home or someplace where they can be cared for. In our society, people are so reluctant to do that. It shouldn't be that way. There should be enough societal influence and pressure such that, there's no risk in putting your loved one into a nursing home. If you get my drift here. So I'm just saying, we should be grateful for the elderly. We should be grateful for the contribution that they've made to us as individuals, as our parents and people who took care of us. In the meanwhile, remember, your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you.